Olobo. Noble People's Magazine na Baba. Trusted and reliable magazine. Stars with Noble People Magazine. International. Stars Award Night fún àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n. Lóríṣiríṣi. Noble Recognition Award. Business networking, connecting, games and fun, music, comedy, barbecue and many more. We dey campaign for London. Featuring Kike Diamond, Orekelewa, pẹ̀lú Niyi Bright láti ìlú Naija, Olúọmọ Túnga wà, Fẹ́mi Lágbájá mọ́ Báròdé.
8 p.m. Dress code, all white outfit, red carpet.
Báyọ̀ adé àga, èmi balẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn. Fúnyìn Olùgbàlà, Niyi Bright, ògo Ọlọ́run ọba mi. Ọlọ́run ìṣẹ́gun oore rẹ̀. Ṣọlẹ́jọ́ lórí àgolo, Báyọ̀ adé àga o. Ṣọlẹ́jọ́ lórí àgolo, Jésù ó ga jù.
Don't miss it.
Tún ti dé bí a ṣe ń dé Noble People lọ́dọọdún Noble Recognition Award àmì ẹ̀yẹ fúnṣẹ́ takuntakun kárí ayé ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ 26th of December ló ń mí àgbìnàyà.
Wow! Noble People is here again with another fantastic memorable event. Noble People International Magazine presents Noble Recognition Award, Celebration of Stars. It's gonna be great. Coming up on 26th December 2017
at Empire Lounge,
777 Old Kent Road, opposite Toys and Roy's, London South East, 151NZ by 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dress code, all white outfit, red carpet paparazzi. We comes up between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. RSVP, Kike Diamond, Noble People Police, 0796170284. Ayaba Esther, Queen of Praise, +44 7930232324. TKM, 074731000610. MC, Shola Akande, Baba Ibadan, Oluwabumi Adeboye Johnson, Ebony. Noble People Recognition Award 2017. Don't miss it.
A tún ti dé bí a ṣe ń dé Noble People lọ́dọọdún Noble Recognition Award àmì ẹ̀yẹ fúnṣẹ́ takuntakun kárí ayé ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ 26th of December ló ń mí àgbìnàyà.
Wow! Noble People is here again with another fantastic memorable event. Noble People International Magazine presents Noble Recognition Award, Celebration of Stars. It's gonna be great. Coming up on 26th December 2017
at Empire Lounge,
777 Old Kent Road, opposite Toys and Roy's, London South East, 151NZ by 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dress code, all white outfit, red carpet paparazzi. We comes up between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. RSVP, Kike Diamond, Noble People Police, 0796170284. Ayaba Esther, Queen of Praise, +44 7930232324. TKM, 074731000610. MC, Shola Akande, Baba Ibadan, Oluwabumi Adeboye Johnson, Ebony. Noble People Recognition Award 2017. Don't miss it.
A tún ti dé bí a ṣe ń dé Noble People lọ́dọọdún Noble Recognition Award àmì ẹ̀yẹ fúnṣẹ́ takuntakun kárí ayé ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ 26th of December.
Kike Diamond, oh yeah, praising Jehovah, Hosanna. Fẹ́mi Lágbájá, praising Baba, oh Yahweh, praising Jehovah, Hosanna, Yahweh. Bayo Adeaga, Oya praising Jehovah, Hosanna. We are praising Baba, Yahweh, praising Jehovah, Hosanna, Yahweh. Oh yeah. From Africa to Europe, Asia and over the world, noble people, now you be the Papa. Noble people, now you be the Papa. Trusted and reliable magazine. Showcase and advertisement, Papa. Paparazzi, now you be Papa. For event coverage and red carpet, Papa. Now only noble now be the Papa. Alright. Oh yeah. Noble People's Magazine, na Papa.
You are welcome to Noble People Television. I hope you are all well, and I hope your day is going on as expected so far. My name is Yetunde Olayinka Okeshola, and I am your presenter for one of Noble People Television program, which is Women of Valour. Last week, we explained what we meant by women of valor, what is expected of a woman of valor, and the characteristics, and what we need to do, meant to do in our day-to-day life. Today, I will be talking about motherly favoritism. What do I mean by motherly favoritism? Well, we know that in our homes, and maybe even among our own siblings, or as a mother, we will notice that favoritism is something that we cannot completely eradicate, unfortunately. Today, we want to discuss, as a woman of valor, how do we limit favoritism, and what can we do? We're going to try and explore some of the effect of favoritism, like treating one child better than the other, the long-term effect, and how we as a woman of valor should play the role of a mother in our home and among our children. You don't necessarily have to be the biological mother of children when I refer to the word children, but for as many that has the opportunity to look after 2 or more children, this program is going to be of benefit to you. Even though we try as much as possible not to make these too known among our children, we still get accused of, you like that more than me, you like my brother, or you like my sister more than myself. And, parents get these accusations from their children every now and again. They will tell you, I know if it is so and so, he will get away with murder. And if it's me, I know I'm not going to be pardoned, and, stuff like that. I just want us to know that our subtle day-to-day behavior can set up a very deadly feelings of jealousy among siblings. There are things that we do on a day-to-day basis that we don't think it really have an impact on children that is in our care. And as a woman of valor, a woman that wanted to support the children in her care or her own children to achieve in life, to be of great importance, so that we, as women as well, we can feel fulfilled. Please invite and share with your friends and contacts. As I said last week, this program is not for any racial, gender, or cultural, any particular cultural or ethnicity. It's for all. It's for all women. As long as you are a woman, this program will be of a benefit to you. And if you're a man as well and you're watching us, thank you for watching. You will be able to support and share with your sisters, your wife. If they're not, at home, you can refer them to watch Noble People TV later and look for the program Women of Valor. Right. I'm going to be discussing 7 ideas I've written down here by which we as a mother can minimize jealousy and disharmony among siblings. We cannot eradicate it, unfortunately. It will always be there. It has always been there, and it will continue to be there. We can't do anything about it. But we need to discuss some ideas by which we, as a woman of valor, can minimize jealousy arousing among siblings and causing disharmony to, cause sibling jealousy. Number 1, I would say refrain from comparing behaviors of children. As a mother, we should try as much as possible to desist from comparing the behavior of children. And I mean, I'm not saying we should not use good examples for our children, but parents often, or mothers often use the word like, why you're so dirty, can you not see so and so, go and look at his bedroom, go and check her wardrobe and things like that. When we pass this kind of comment, this derogative comment, what we are doing is actually telling that particular child that, that person, your sister, is better than you. And on many occasions, you will find out that the one that you're really praising could probably be the younger one. And in any actual fact, you are kind of bringing down the morale of the senior one. And how do we expect a mutual respect in that kind of situation and environment? So we should refrain from comparing children behavior. We shouldn't be contrasting and be saying, your brother didn't do this, or maybe Daniel don't do that, why are you doing this? Or Kemi will wash the plates even without being told. You left your washing, your dishes in the sink, and you always do that. Things like that will bring a child down. Instead, we can say, can you go and clean your room, go and tidy your room, and find another time to kind of talk to this particular child if it's becoming like an habit, or if they're grown to a certain level, that you can call them on one-to-one to say it is good. The importance why they need to develop cleanliness in general as a whole. And not just about cleanliness or anything, but behaviors generally. We're not going to be saying things like, your brother never give me trouble, you are such, troublemaker, you are this and that. You are not empowering that particular, child. Instead, you are actually bringing them down. And the only thing you will get from that is a rebellious attitude. So parents and mothers, as a woman of valor, please refrain from comparing behavior of children in the house. Number two, we need to listen with an open mind to both sides if there is a quarrel in the house among siblings. Listen with an open heart. There are times that mothers do prejudge. We have a predetermined judgment when we know two of our children or even the three, and they are having a sort of rift between them. We only want to ask particular one and say, we know who we want to ask first because we thought he's the one that is going to say the truth. And if the person says something and the other is trying to kind of, let their voice be heard as well, and they say, no, we just shut them down straight away. Sometimes we use the word like a shut up, we shout them down, and these kind of languages kind of demoralize children. As a woman of valor that is planning and to grow her children or the children in her care to be of children of substance and value, you must teach them. Your attitude by listening to them with an open heart is simply teaching them that even when they grow up, they need to hear both sides, because there is always two sides to every story. And you will see that in most cases, the story could be one, then you'll be able to apportion correction to individual child, or maybe one is lying against the other. But if you listen with an open heart and mind, you will be able to correctly make a fair judgment. You should also respect every sibling's thought and whatever they say. Don't say you don't even know how to talk. Look at the way you're just babbling, or look at the way your junior one is even composing himself or herself very accurately, and you are just blabbing and talking. We're not all gifted to speak or to talk equally. We will have some that have got the blessing of the gob, they call it. And we will see, because it's not when you grow up that it comes, it's from when you're about some things are gifts which you as a mother, you cannot do anything about, because, I was, telling two children of in a place that I met, but one was taller than the other, and the shorter one was like, why am I shorter than, because the younger sibling is taller. Things like that, there is nothing that anyone can do about. Even among siblings, they tend to kind of look at each other when they have a more handsome one or a more beautiful one among them than the other. Of course they can see, they can realize it, and sometimes they want to voice it out to say, if we all go out, who the girls will be looking, or they might make a joke and say, if we're going out, who the boys we want to date among us, But as a parent, it is for us, and this kind of thing is something that will be with the children already, and you only need to go about your noticeable daily attitude, your subtle in and out, and you only need to say one thing, and what they're thinking within them already, whatever you do to them, we just sparkle it up, because sometimes you wonder, what have I said now? What have I done now? You don't even know, maybe they have some issues, or from school, or from among their friends outside of home. So we need to be very, very careful in shutting children down when they talk. We need to let them understand the reason and the value in listening to people. Because you will see sometimes, sorry to say, even some adults, when you are both talking, like you're sharing information, they talk over you. They don't, this is where it begins, because you don't give other people the opportunity to express themselves. You don't give them the opportunity to say their view, to hear what they have to say. Everybody has got something to say in a situation, or when it happens. So it is from now, from the beginning, from when we're raising them, that we let them know and value the respect in listening to other party, their colleagues and their siblings. Number 3 point that I would like to discuss is never compare schoolwork. It can cause resentment. Never compare schoolwork. A boy wrote to a researcher. And asked them to say, what can I do? It got to a stage that the boy was kind of feeling resentful and not happy. And what he wrote was, I know my parent loved me so much. So to say, he used the word father. Loved me so much, so it could be mother, loved me so much, to the extent that they wanted me to do better and well in life, in my education. So in the process of that, they were too harsh on me. And because my junior one is brilliant than me, they always use him as an example, comparing, oh, your brother is this and, is that. And this boy said the way they pushed him and the way they used his brother all the time to compare with him actually made him to hate the brother, the junior one. So this boy is looking for help. He's searching for help to say, can you help me? I don't want to hate my brother because I come to think that he hasn't done anything to me. But this was due to the fault of the mother. And, if it's the father, fault of the father. But as a woman of valor, these are the things that we have to take notice in our house, in our homes, even if it is our husband that is taking the, wrong step towards training of a child, because, we need to have the wisdom to be able to correct situation so that our child don't grow up hating each other, because if there is no love now, when is the love going to grow? And we should always never forget at the same time that children, like I said earlier, are not gifted the same way. One will be brilliant, I know, with little support, it's just as simple as the fingers are not equal. Some people will have the passion for education. Some people will just want to get by the secondary, the college, and when they know they reach that age where you really cannot force them to do anything, they will just say, no, this is what I want to do, this is the path I want to, go. Because they know their strength. If you notice your child is struggling and one is better than the other, don't compare their schoolwork. Don't use one to bring down the other. Always treat each child as an individual. Number 4, I will talk about avoiding using negative labels like so-called family nicknames. With parents, even mothers, we do this. Sometimes we call our children, we call them names shorty, clumsy, clots, and kind of unpleasant names, really. None of these names is, it's interesting. None of them is really, is fascinating. And this child, you call a child shorty, and you expect this child to go to the community, to the school, and raise his or her head up high like is somebody. You've already demoralized him or her, and he or she will always carry it along. My mother called me shorty. Oh, so that means it's, she even knows, she's probably even, wishing like, what kind of a child is this? He or she, that child will probably be thinking that the mother is not proud of him, because if you're really proud of your child, that is not it's not a nickname. So we should just generally avoid using negative labels to call a child. Your child is clumsy, you call him clumsy, and the other siblings are there. They will laugh, of course, because that is what children do. They like to tease each other. And then if that child didn't do anything in your presence, believe you me, he will be having a moment of cry of his own time, which can lead to teenage depression, which could, the results could be really endless. There is a home that I know of that looked after children, with a bit of challenging behavior that I have opportunities to work with. And it's really sad. Sometimes you can see that some of the effect on the things on these children is due to bad parenting and no motherly love. Because some of them they will share with you that my mother don't give, they will swear about me. She only care about this person. Maybe if that mother has shown a little bit of love, or share the love, to him as expressed to these other people as well, maybe it wouldn't have been, that bad. What I'm saying in essence is we cannot afford to constantly show and express that I love this child more than the other. Like we said, unfortunately, it's not something that can be eradicated. It has always been, it will always be. For some reason, and for some of the reasons that we are highlighting, we will see why we will tend to because every child we give birth, we love them at birth and everything, but when they start to grow, they start to present with their own things like temperament, interest, and if their interest is not something that we think it's good, then we begin to create this gap and letting one know that the other is better. I want to appreciate all the people that have joined us on this program. I want to thank Mr. Eskaya Oladoyimbo all the way from Nigeria. Thank you for watching. And colleague Chibi Kadimba, thank you for watching. Superior Evangelist Ebenezer is watching as well. Thank you for joining us on this program. Mr. Zachariah Jeje Abeloko Biodo, thank you for watching. Mr. Adebayo Adeaga, thank you for watching. Lady Origomi-san Ades, thank you for watching. Adebusola Olaiton, that's my cousin from Nigeria, thank you for watching. My sister, Sister Omoyemi Kemi Olatujodwe, thank you for watching. God bless you. DFB Badia is watching. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister, for watching. Ayaba Esther George, our own very queen of praise. Thank you for watching. They say, where the man will bless God. Thank you all for watching. Before I continue, I'm going to go for a very short break, just about 2 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Police 0796170284. Ayaba Esther, Queen of Praise, +447930232324. TKM 074731000610. MC Shola Akonde, Baba Ibadan, Oluwabumi Adeboye Johnson, Ebony. Noble People Recognition Award 2017. Don't miss it.
Àtún ti dé bí a ṣe ń dé Noble People lọ́dọọdún Noble Recognition Award àmì ẹ̀yẹ fúnṣẹ́ takuntakun kárí ayé ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ 26th of December ló mí àgbìnà.
Wow! Noble People is here again with another fantastic memorable event. Noble People International Magazine presents Noble Recognition Award, Celebration of Stars. It's gonna be great. Coming up on 26th December 2017
at Empire Lounge,
777 Old Kent Road, opposite Toys and Roy's, London South East, 151NZ by 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dress code, all white outfits, red carpet paparazzi. We comes up between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. RSVP Kike Diamond, Noble Police 0796170284. Ayaba Esther, Queen of Praise +447930232324. TKM 074731000610. MC Shola Akande, Baba Ibadan. Oluwabumi Adeboye Johnson, Ebony. Noble People Recognition Award 2017. Don't miss it.
a tún ti dé bí a ṣe ń dé noble people lọ́dọọdún noble recognition award àmì ẹ̀yẹ fúnṣẹ́ takuntakun kárí ayé ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ 26 of December ló ń mí àgbìnà yàwó.
Wow! Noble People is here again with another fantastic memorable event. Noble People International Magazine presents Noble Recognition Award, Celebration of Stars. It's gonna be great. Coming up on 26 December 2017
at Empire Lounge,
777 Old Kent Road, opposite Toys and Roy's, London South East, 151NZ by 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dress code, all white outfit. Red carpet paparazzi. We comes up between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. RSVP Kike Diamond, Noble Police 0796170284. Ayaba Esther, Queen of Praise +447930232324. TKM 074731000610. MC Shola Akande, Baba Ibadan. Oluwabumi Adeboye Johnson, Ebony. Noble People Recognition Award 2017. Don't miss it.
a tún ti dé bí a ṣe.
You are welcome back to Women of Valor. Thank you for staying tuned. I would like to thank Sister Olubumi Ojutalayo. She's watching with us. Thank you. And also Mr. Tunde Olushoga is watching as well. Thank you for joining us on this program. Before our short break, we have discussed how women of valor should treat their children, should behave in their children to avoid sibling jealousy. The topic for today is motherly favoritism. And we've talked about refraining from comparing behaviors. We've talked about listening to both sides when there is a discord between the children and not to shut anyone down, to let everybody speak, express themselves. We've talked about not comparing brilliancy and schoolwork and how efficient each child is, because one will be feeling down and all the time. Fourthly, we talked about avoiding using negative labels like so-called family nicknames, clumsy, shorty, this, that, they're not good names. We should instead, we can give our children, we can call them, let them be identified by their, real name and feel the pride in what their name is, because I believe whatever name we give our children has got meaning. Some of our children that have our native name will ask you, what is the meaning? What does that mean? And if you explain to them what it means, it gives them the joy, the pride to carry that name, and they can boldly say, yes, this is my name and this is what it meant. So please, mothers, women of valor, let's take note. Now, number 5 is to nurture a unique strength for each sibling. A mother has, if you have 3 children, you need to nurture a unique strength for each one of them, because they are individual. They are going to need different level of support. They are going to need different level of strength for you. Some might be challenging. The fact that a child is a little bit challenging more than the other, when I mean challenging, I mean like will not listen. Some children, you tell them one thing, yes, mommy, they will go and do it. Some you'll have to repeat yourself 2-3 times. Please don't let us lose it to the extent that we start calling them names, we abuse them, and raising courses and all of that. There is no need as a woman of valor. Don't forget that in a home, you are the woman that is supposed to build the home, because that's what a wise woman. Remember when we were discussing about the characteristic of a woman of valor, we did mention that a woman should be wise, should be appreciative, should be strong, even in the presence of challenges of war and battle. You should be very, you should be standing, you should be bold. And this is where when you see some challenging situation, don't forget you're the goal in the family to be able to shine through, your husband and your home, your children, and to be able to see your shine in the beauty of your gold. We have to see some of the evidences in the life of your children. So you need to nurture a unique strength. You can't afford to go weak. I know when we work so hard, by the time we get home, we tends to be too tired that even when we are greeted, sometimes we can't even be bothered to answer properly. But we need to find the strength. Just know that little strength at that moment, even if you're going to go in the corner of your room and have your time of morning to yourself, or just stress out a little bit, but in the presence of the children, you need to you comport yourself. A lady was telling me, I won't say a girl because she's like 24, 5, 6 of age, 20 years of age. And she actually said, my mother taught me not to cry in the public or in the presence of people because an incident happened and people were thinking she's so strong and this and that. She said, I never see my mother cry. And I know now that I grow up, I know she must have cried, and she must have been crying in her bedroom, because there is just no way any woman being will be that strong. But I never saw my mother's tears. And that really, really, so she grew with that thought that, no, you don't cry, like, you got to, be strong and comport yourself, and then you can, find your moment. So as a woman of valor, we need to develop a unique strength for every child. We need to find out the uniqueness in every child's life, because every child has got a gift, they've got a talent that we need to help them to develop. And if we don't support them, if all we do is just to go to work and come back in the evening, have you eaten? Yes, good night, and then good morning, go to school and come back and good night. And this is just the day to day, the month, week to week, and month to month, and yearly routine in your home. Please change something. Try and evaluate yourself, what you would have loved as a child to have growing up, and try and give that. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but all I'm saying this evening is that we should try our possible and utmost best to find the uniqueness, to discover, to help our children, to support them, and to discover that hero inside of them. That's let's try and find out the hero inside of them. Something, all these heroes and these celebrities that we hear of them today, you will see majority of them when they're giving tribute, they will always mention their mother mostly. It was my mother, it was my mother, it was my mother, so their mother has done something right. And we also want to try our possible best, so make sure that we give, if your child loves swimming, there are times we have to just give them the opportunity. Like, a child is not going to say, I like swimming. They might express that interest either by watching through the television or anything, but there are so many activities that we can, engage our children with to kind of find out what they really love and what could benefit their future. A young man was saying recently that for all that my mommy did for me, what I appreciated most was paying £27 an hour to train me to play piano. And this is a young man that has passed his first degree and also his master's degree. But what he appreciated most was when he was younger and the mother, thought, okay, I want you to be playing in the church. I want to encourage you to, take part, do an activity in the church. And why this young man was saying this is because he has a very special interest, in music. And this knowledge of the piano he learned from when he was very young, under the teenage, like 10, 11, 12, going into the teenage years, has really made him to be unique in what his love is. Because some of our children will not be able, like I said, they're not always equal. And some will know what they wanted to do from the get-go. Some will have something that will motivate them. And some will just be like, I don't know. I've seen a young man onto the secondary school. What do you want to do? I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. College, I don't know. I said, well, now you need to know. What are your interests? Okay. What do you like to do? What do you like? You have to express and find a strength, because you can't compare with a child that is like 5 years old that is already saying, I want to be, this, I want to be, this, I want to build. And you can see that particular child will make things together, build something very unique and beautiful. You can see that, there is a talent here. And you find ways by which you can support that particular child. So you're not going to say because you have interest in this, you don't know what you want to do anyway, so all of you, let's go to this. No, it doesn't work that way. So this is why I said we have to develop a unique strength for each child, identifying what they love to do. I remember a young man was telling a story of when they were young, and they used to go out and play table tennis, and his mother will smack and report him to the parent, to the father, and this is back in Nigeria, so they would discipline him in a way that is not, that the man is a man now, will say, no, I'm not going. But the other parent, the other hand, they encourage, oh, you're going for the table tennis. I won't mention the name, but the lady is a top player in the table tennis in America today. And every time he sees this lady playing, and then there is that sadness that comes into him and said, if not for my mother, we started together, I was even better than her. So, what is done, but these are the kind of things that I said we should evaluate ourselves and see, what would I have wanted my parent to do for me when I was growing up? What would my mother have done better? I tell you, we can always but improve the generation to come, because, yeah, we might look, our parents did what they can in their capacity. Because my mother always say, there is not that much enlightenment then in though they like now. And they did their best. They did all that they could do. And we thought we want to better what our parents gave us. And this is why we are encouraging even our children to even do more than we were able to achieve. And to be honest with you, even as much as we think we've done, better than our parents, our children are grown and they're already saying what we should even have done. And they are now planning, I will do this, I will do this. And I always educate young people that come nearer to me to say, generation can always get better. Like your parents cannot be perfect. They will try, but you are to perfect their inefficiencies and inaccuracies. So we need to consider, when we are supporting each child to discover their unique talent, we need to consider natural temperament and interest. Like I said earlier, whatever their interest is, whatever their temperament is. Some children, you can see they are short fused, like they get angry, or they have gone. You can introduce them to kickboxing or boxing itself, where they will they will exert all the energies, all the anger, and by the time they come back from these exercises, they will really calm. but we need to talk to our children. What would you like to do individually, not collectively? Because don't forget, every child is an individual and they deserve to be treated as such. Number 6, find special alone time with each child to make them feel treasured and appreciated. When we say time alone with every child, there are times we'll have group family outings. There are times that we should encourage to have maybe an ice cream evening or cinema evening or day, or like there's Christmas now. Family winter wonderland is a routine that my family enjoyed very much. So things like this, anything that can be group activity, it's okay. But having said that, every child, as a woman of valor, you need to have a time alone with your child, individual one of them. Because there is a 9-year-old that told the parent, because the mother, spoke to me and said, can you imagine what the big word this child has said? And I said, what was it? And she said, Mom, I think we should go out, just me and you. Maybe we can get to know each other better. And I said, that is a very, very intelligent child telling you that, I said that there must be a lot that is missing in that relationship. And even the child is saying, look, Mommy, I want to know you better. I want to love you as a mother, and I want to really see me. There is something growing inside of that child. And he knows that the mother doesn't even know about them. And, so when our child is crying out for love like this, we shouldn't just shun them, say, look, I am tired. I am this. All we want to be sure of, have you eaten? Have you done your homework? Go to bed. Motherhood and to be a woman of valor, an achiever, it is more than just these things that we do. Every child needs a time alone to talk to them, to kind of ask them questions. They will work your brain and you will be surprised how intelligent and gifted your children really are. Some things that you see from the adult perspective, if you talk to your child, you will see from the same situation, the same thing from their perspective, and you can see it as a fresh knowledge, because we cannot just be compounded with whatever knowledge that we are carrying. We need to take them out. Maybe bed story time is, a time alone with child. It doesn't have to be 1 hour. It doesn't have to be the whole day affair. Don't forget every one of them. If you have 5, 6, and 7, and 8, blessings to your home, but you still need to have a time alone with each one of them. Maybe you get a babysitter. Maybe the elders will be able to babysit the others, while you take one out. Maybe just a little walk to the corner shop or, somewhere. They know, oh, I'm with my mommy. Then let them feel that specialty, like when you just gave birth to them and they were the cuddly, bundle of joy that you have and you cherish so much. So please don't let them lose that value, because some parents, the minute we have the second or the third, we completely lose interest on the rest, and all we do is just shout at them and command them and control them to do things. So find special alone time with each child to make them feel treasured and special. Number 7, which is the last one before I go on some of the questions by which we can ask ourselves to really see whether we are doing something right, to be able to, amend our ways and stuff. So we need to reinforce cooperative behavior. Reinforce cooperative behavior among your siblings, among your children. What I mean by this is they need to be cooperative, they need to work together, they need to learn mutual respect. You don't, as a woman of valor, diminish the elders in the presence of the junior one. You don't even diminish the downgrade or devalue, demoralize the younger one, even in the presence of the elders. You need to let them take responsibility and according to their age, to be able to know that they have a responsibility, each one of them, towards each other. supporting them, younger ones with the homework, or even sometimes when they ask you for something, you sometimes play it and say, okay, you have a look, okay, because sometimes I have used and said, yes, I know this and I can do, but you know what, let's go and ask this to this person, maybe the eldest one, because why? I don't want to use the old method that I learned to teach you to do this, but if you've got a senior person in the house, but in a way, by this, the eldest is feeling responsible, like, oh, they recognize I'm there and I am responsible, and actually they have a faith in me that I could solve this problem for my younger brother. And of course, if the child gets the work done and, gets a good mark, it's going to say, oh, my brother is, So if we kind of find a way, why I use the word reinforce is, we as women, we need to impact. If we don't make it happen, everybody will do their own thing. And this is where you say, you wonder if, so even if you see two children or three, you wonder whether they grow up inside the same house. They're of different behavior, nothing that is similar at all. So please, women that are listening to me, and even men that are listening to me, let us make sure that we encourage respect and cooperation among our children. I always say to, children that are around me that respect is reciprocal. You cannot, because you are the eldest, just treat your junior brother anyhow. Don't allow that as a woman, because it's not like, back home I'll use for example that if you are the male child and you are the firstborn, the whole responsibility is on your head. Your, father sometimes can sort of relax and say, well, you deal with your brothers. And you see senior brothers flogging, or, sorry to say, back home in Nigeria, I said, or discipline their younger ones in a not very nice way, and this can only bring hatred. It doesn't have to be to the extent of harsh discipline, but even words of mouth hurt sometimes better, because, than physical discipline or being punished for something you've done bad. Sometimes it's good to ask the senior one to have a word with the junior one, and by that, they are gaining knowledge, from each other, they're learning from each other, so that, that love, that unity will be with them in the future. They know, if I'm going through something, I can always talk to my brother. And another thing that knowledge I always impart in the life of young ones that I come across with is, look at the whole world, how millions and trillions, and quillions and, are. I said, everybody will be out in the daytime, and I said, when it is nighttime, everybody will go back to their home and lay their heads. And I said, you see the people that you come in the same house and you lay your heads with, they are your first family that you can actually look up to each other and try to have a kind of a bond, a family bond with you, that we lay together, we eat together, we wash together, we dress together, we go out together, even though you will still have some extra friends outside of your family. But you will always know that these are the people that when something is happening, yes, I can call on my brother, I can call on my sister, and then, we can put us together to support each other. Another thing that I would like to finalize with, in developing strength, a unique strength for each sibling that I said earlier, we should always try to address each child as an individual and show that kind of love. For example, the example I really want to give in this area, for this aspect is, if you don't let your child see you, don't just because sometimes parents, you can't hide it. You're coming from work or from outing, and one child, as soon as you see the enthusiasm on your face, it's so brilliant, you're so radiant and warm towards this child, and another is coming, and you are now too tired to answer the other child, and all. Sometimes just take my bag to to my room. Of course, the same way you warmly embrace the first one, The same way you should warmly embrace. I tell you, the fact that a child is old now or is the first son and he's got 3, 4, 5 siblings after him doesn't mean he or she does not require the love, the cuddle. Majority of us women, we cannot boldly say that you say to your children, I love you. It is such a big word. It's such a simple word, but it's such a big thing to say, I love you. We don't even say, we can see couples that probably never say I love you to each other, and they'll probably be like 30, 20, 40 years in marriage. It's just because they will say it's culture. Why do I have to say I love you? Of course she knows I love her. And of course, but people still need to hear. Your husband still needs to hear the word, I love you. Your children needs to hear the word, I love you, as a mother, as a woman of valor. And you will see that, to reciprocate that, they will say, I love you too, mom. And as, or even if it's your niece or nephews, I love you, boy, or I love you, whatever the name is, and say, I love you, auntie. They will, and on other times you will see that they will first come out to tell you that they love you. And by that, you're creating such a warmth between you and your child. Please, let's create that, especially when they've done something very rewarding. Oh, I love you, son. Oh, I love you, girl. Well done, my daughter. Let us learn. Last week we talked about being appreciative and, not just shunning what people has done right, so that they don't feel, because some people, when you do something, no matter how good or how hard a child tried. This thing doesn't happen when you grow up. It starts from the beginning. If you're not an appreciative person, you will find out at the end of the day, if you don't teach your child to be appreciative and you don't appreciate your child, when that child grow up, they will not know or learn how to appreciate themselves or their colleagues, which is not a good thing. I also want to talk about some of the questions that we need to ask ourselves to kind of, in conclusion, just to see how well we are doing. What do you think if somebody asks your children to say, is there sibling favoritism in your house? What do you, as a woman of valor, think your child will answer? How do you think they will respond? Do you think they will say, oh, no? If the answer is, I think they might say yes. If you've been accused before, openly, because your child, some children are very bold, they will say, I know you will say that because it is me. If it is so, and so, you would not say that. You need to change as a woman of valor. It is better be late than never. You can still turn things around. Children are very loving. They are very, very good. They're a bundle of joy. Their heart is flexible, and this is why, even, in the Bible, God, compare them, to the kingdom of God, reference them that we should be, because they are always ever forgiven. They don't grudge malice. They will remember you treat them like this, but that doesn't mean they're holding you, grudge. Like, for example, if you put a cake on a table and a child goes there and you, kind of, go away and you just shun that girl, you push that child away from that cake. He or she will go away, but when it's time for you to share that cake, when you share the cake and everybody is coming, this same child will still come to say, okay, now, where is my portion? Whereas if it is an adult, then you begin to hear some proverb that if the owner of the food see me and, give me the dirty look, and I will satisfy him with a full tummy. I'm sure you can translate that. So, in essence, what I'm saying is, your child would not hold you for grudge. There is always that bond of love. We as parents are just the one. We as mothers are just the one. We as women of valor are the one that is trying to damage or sever this relationship by our busy day life. So if your child is asked, is there sibling jealousy or is there sibling favoritism in your home, what do you think your child will answer to? You think about that. And have you Do you avoid comparing your kids in front of others? Some people, they will even go to the extent and talking about their children to their friends at work or colleagues to say that child is this. To the extent that even people at your place of work, they realize that you love one child, than the other. It's not good. Please, let us make room for change. And do you provide opportunities to each child to nurture their special talents? Do you just support one because he's the one that wanted to play football, and you didn't care to find out what are the interests of or what will interest the others, so you can equally support them to achieve their interests? Does your eye lit up with the same intensity when you see each of your kids? Like I explained earlier, when you just come from somewhere and one child greets you and you answer them with all enthusiasm, your face is lit up, and you welcome each other, you embrace them, and the other is coming and you just kind of pass. As a woman of valor, please desist from doing things like this, because that child will not have the opportunity to complain, but it will be nursing it. Do you set rules and expectations for each child that your other kids consider fair or unfair? Do you distribute child's chores, rewards, and opportunities fairly among your kids or the children in your care? Do you reward them accordingly? Do you pat them in the back equally? Or some people just do something good some of your children will do something good, you think they are expected to do it, whereas when others does the same thing, you will praise them, you will embrace them, and you show them love. So please reflect on all of this and think about your kids, think about the relationship with one another. Try and build up this relationship. Don't choose, don't select. Like I said earlier, I'm not saying and ruling out that there will not be favoritism, but these are the ways by which you can play it down. We can't eradicate it, unfortunately, but we cannot at the same time express it. It's always within a mother, and we all have different reasons by which we say, oh, maybe a child from, they were like primary 3, giving you problem in school, the teacher will call you like 3 times a week, and you're so fed up with this child, whereas the other is so cool, calm throughout primary school, no single report of bad behavior. Secondary school, this child is brilliant. The first one you will chase to go and do the homework, they will report because he hasn't submitted the homework. And whereas the other will do the homework to say, look, mommy, I have done the homework. Don't compare them. Don't use the younger or the one that is doing good to bring down the other. Instead, support, encourage the one that is doing good to do more good, and say, well done, son, well done, girl. And then to the other one, talk to them to say, these are the reasons why you have to, okay, where is this homework? Encourage them. I will do it tomorrow. I don't know. You need to see them. Find a time. When you have your time alone, these are the issues you can discuss, and we need to know the ways and tactics by which we can talk to our young ones. We don't really want to make everything like, we are enforcing it all the time. Another example of that I want to share is talking to a young man about something, and then you're asking, and before you wanted to go into the discussion to say, okay, can I see you and can we have a talk about it? No, I don't want to talk. And if this talk is going to be about, this is what you do and you do that and you don't do this and I don't even want to talk. And there are ways by which you have to use wisdom to approach situations like this and just say, okay, sit down, let's have, I just want to ask a question. And then you can calm them down, let them see the reason, why you are always, whatever you're doing, it is in their own interest, and it's not just because you want to be just a controlling mother. We are going to bring the program for today to an end, but before I go, I will like to also appreciate some of our people that have joined us on this program. There is Oluwa AP Tosin. Thank you for joining us. And then there is Mrs. Olubumi Ojutalayo. Thank you for watching. And Mrs. Rebecca Ojo, thank you for watching. And Godwin George, that is our own Queen of Praise husband, thank you for watching. And Noble Police as well, I hail Noble Police. Good evening. Thank you for watching. And a cousin as well, Suraj, but I must say thank you for watching. Mrs. Ricky Shito, thank you for watching. That is the CEO of KGC. Thank you for watching. God bless you, ma. Mr. Taiwo Ojeshino Ogundayo. Oh, Mr. Taiwo Ojeshino Ogundayo, thank you for watching. Thank you all. Mrs. Susan Odwala, thank you. Mr. Funsho Obayagbo, all the way from our own very Osun State in Nigeria. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Prince Adwise watching. Thank you for watching. It's a kudos, a great presentation. Thank you. We bless God. Mr. Aria Flavor, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Thanks for your support all the time. Ogungbe Adiola Rotimi, that's my schoolmate, childhood friend. Thank you for watching. Thank you all very much. We appreciate you. And on this program, just before I go, every week I will be giving us a word for thought. This is a word that we as women, we need to go and think about and use in our day-to-day life. And today I would just like to mention that as a woman of importance, you do not a woman of valor, you do not have to use your tongue to destroy other people relationship. Don't use your tongue to fabricate lies, things that are not in existence, just to take over other people's home or take over other people's relationship. It is not fair. Everyone, God that created you knows and has apportioned things for your life. Don't put up lies. Don't just, build up things that is not in existence just to destroy other people's home. Remember, any house that is built with saliva, tongue, or mouth, it can only be demolished by the morning dew, which is a proverb that they always say, like, if you build a house with, saliva, it will be demolished by the morning dew. That's the best translation I can give to that proverb. And until I come your way next week again, my name is Yetunde Oluyinka Okeshola. And thank you all once again for watching. God bless you. We really appreciate you for your support for Noble People Television, for Noble People Radio, and Noble People International Magazine. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week by God's grace. Take care and have a blissful day.
26th of December,
wow! Noble People is here again with another fantastic, memorable event. Noble People International Magazine presents Noble Recognition Award, Celebration of Stars. It's gonna be great. Coming up on 26th December 2017
at Empire Lounge,
777 Old Kent Road, opposite Toys and Roy's, London South East, 151NZ, by 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dress code, all white outfit. Red carpet paparazzi. We comes up between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. RSVP Kike Diamond, Noble Police 0796170284. Ayaba Esther, Queen of Praise, +44 7930232324. TKM 074731000610. MC Shola Akonde, Baba Ibadan, Oluwabumi Adeboye Johnson, Ebony. Noble People Recognition Award 2017. Don't miss it.
a tún ti dé bí a ṣe ń dé Noble People lọ́dọ̀.